Hi, I'm Kam Carman, and welcome to Dine and Dish Nation, where we explore the fabulous eateries of Detroit and celebrate the culinary genius that's feeding America's comeback city. Thanks for being with us as we welcome reviewers from our community who've come to dish about their favorite local restaurants. Dine and Dish Nation works like this. Every week we ask 3 guests, people just like you, to check out 3 local dining establishments. We are not food snobs here, just real people talking about real food, offering real reviews. We're here at Wright & Company, where nothing says Detroit like this place. High above Woodward Avenue, its eclectic yet historic atmosphere lends even more evidence to the claim that we are a city of Renaissance. All right, let's get started. And this week we are welcoming CEO of Spiritpreneur of Michigan, Lutonia Johnson, Harris Van Cleef, who is the Vice President of Star Treks Events, and Marci Shienbaum, who is a business development consultant. To kick off today's show, they say everything old is new again. Well, way back when, an unknown singer by the name of Barbra Streisand launched her career in a bar called the Caucus Club. Fast forward several decades, and it's been revamped, revitalized, and reimagined to fit the Detroit of today. Check it out.
I'm George Sabukas, owner-operator and chef of the Caucus Club. It opened in the Penobscot in 1952 as the sister restaurant to the London Chop House across the street. I was given the opportunity to see the space and potentially revitalize it in early 2014, and by 2015 we had the wheels going to reopen the restaurant. We like to think of the style of the place as modern, elegant, kind of a throwback to an earlier time when supper clubs were more the style of restaurant, someplace where you can have a quiet evening, good conversation, and yet enjoy the ambiance of the energy of the other tables in the room, the music, and the food, of course, and spirits and wine. Everything is handcrafted on site, from the bread that we make daily to the desserts and everything in between. The focus of the restaurant is the dry age steak that we age on site, the first of its kind in the city to have a dry aging room in a restaurant. We use all prime beef from various local Midwestern farms, and round out the menu with some seafood dishes. Historically was kind of associated with the Caucus Club and continues to be a very good seller. My father came to the States as an immigrant in 1956, looking for opportunity. Came to Detroit and started immediately in the restaurant industry, and quickly developed into an operator himself within a couple of years. We were all born here and came up in the restaurant industry. So my siblings and I, there's 5 of us, none of us have gone to any culinary school. Our school for culinary was working under my father and the chefs that he had trained over the years. While we all have college graduate degrees in business and finance and other areas, we all pretty much wound up in the restaurant industry in one way or another.
Let's get started. This week we are welcoming CEO of Spiritpreneur of Michigan, Lutonia Johnson. Thanks for being with us. Harris Van Cleef, who is the Vice President of Star Treks Events.
Yes.
Very exciting. And Marci Shienbaum, who is a business consultant. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for inviting us.
You've already visited the restaurants that we're featuring this week. We're going to start off with the Caucus Club. It's rejuvenated, revitalized, all part of the downtown resurgence and, you know, very elegant restaurant. Still the same, or?
I mean, you feel like you're walking into old world Detroit, and yet it's got a little bit of a modern flair to it, but not so much that you don't know where you've been, you know, where it's coming from. So it was stunning.
So what did you have to eat?
We went during Sunday brunch. So we had the waffles and chicken. It was wonderful.
Oh my God, I should have gone for brunch.
You can always do that.
It was really, really good. They were warm enough, the butter melted right on the waffles. The chicken was juicy, okay? It comes out perfectly in the center of the waffle. So it was a perfect combination if anybody wanted to cut the chicken on top of the waffle and eat it that way.
That's a great taste together.
You're making me hungry.
Okay.
All right, perfect. And you went for dinner, right?
We did. We went for dinner, and we really had a dining experience. I mean, we ordered the tableside Caesar, and a tableside Caesar is not an easy thing to pull off.
Master, right.
And it really was truly an old school presentation. The lettuce was like cold and crunchy. It was terrific. It was just amazing.
And you went for dinner also, Marci?
We did, and we actually went with a group of people, so it was nice because we all tried everything together. We had the crab legs, and we had a fillet, and we had about 5 different side dishes. I would say our favorite appetizer was the tuna tartare. The presentation was beautiful. It was stacked and layered. It had crispy wontons on the top. It was really delicious. And our favorite side was the cream corn.
Oh my gosh, me too.
It
It was
was
incredible.
so good.
It was so good. I like. It was like having dessert a little bit.
It was delicious. And the dauphinoise potatoes.
Oh my gosh,
and
can we? I can't.
I know. Did you have
So
those
good.
too?
Me too. So good. They served a burrata salad that was this big chunk of burrata, and you cut into it, and it just ran out onto the
Yummy.
plate
Oh,
with these
wow.
beautiful cherry tomatoes on the outside of it. So it was, it was
Yeah,
really,
we
it was
need to
really,
go for dinner.
it was
Right,
really,
I
it was
know.
really exceptional.
So no dessert for you, Lutonia, because you had
No
brunch,
dessert.
right?
I was
That
too
waffle
full.
was dessert enough.
I
You
couldn't
didn't
do
have-
dessert. I was
did.
literally too full.
We did.
Did you really?
Well, my
You
girlfriend
went
who
for
I'm
it.
with, she's all about the dessert. She always asks, what's the dessert before she eats dinner so she doesn't fill up. Since there were 5 of us, we ordered 2 desserts. We had the key lime pie, which was delicious. And we had the chocolate cake, which was about that high. And it had raspberries on the side. It was very rich, dark. Everything was really nice. We really enjoyed it.
We had a special appetizer, which was these goat cheese balls served on a bed of lettuce that went on the recommendation of the server, and that was terrific.
They get so creative with these dishes.
I know. It was nice. I mean, I thought the menu had many things to choose from, whether you were a vegetarian or a meat eater. And I thought there was a really nice variety. Even if you didn't even want an entree, you could have just had appetizers and been happy. Yeah, I thought the menu was great.
And we're on to this week's second venue, downtown Louie's Lounge. With so many new, incredible restaurants setting up shop in Detroit, the competition has gotten stiff for even the tried and true favorites. And while downtown Louie's has made a few tweaks over the years to keep up with the new kids on the block, it's still just a friendly neighborhood hotspot that happens to call downtown home.
Here at downtown Louise, we really try to focus on local. I like to keep things from within 50 miles of where I'm standing. We use Wiggly's corned beef out of Eastern Market. All the bread that we use is from Golden Wheat. All the ground meat that we use is from Farm Field Table out of Ferndale. The Romine brothers have their farm in Imlay City. They raise cattle and lamb, grass-fed, grain-finished, treated wholesomely, treated well. So happy animals are gonna make for a happy meat. People come in here for the burgers all the time. We use the best ground beef, 28-day, dry aged. I mean, it's absolutely everything that you want in a burger. You get all the dry aged notes from it. We season everything with lemon infused salt just to bring out that dry aged flavor. So you get a little bit of cheesy flavor in there when you're eating. We competed in the Blended Burger Project with the James Beard Foundation. The project was to do a patty that was at least 20% mushroom. What we did was we took Farm Field Table's ground beef, oyster mushrooms from Detroit Mushroom Company, and mixed that together in the patty itself. Served with a spicy aioli, caramelized cipollini onions, spicy greens from Featherstone Farms on golden wheat multi-grain bun, and then finished that with a shimiji mushroom marmalade. Out of the 1,000+ contestants that they had for it, we ended up pulling number 24 spot in the country. So we are going to put that on the menu as a staple. Every single guest, we treat them like our own mother. Because there's nobody that you're going to treat better than your mother, and there's nobody you should treat better than your mother.
Downtown Louie's Lounge, been there a long time, again, another mainstay in Detroit. Tell me about your experiences there.
It was perfect. Okay, one of my closest girlfriends and I went for lunch. And we sat down, we didn't know what to expect, but we ordered an appetizer, and the appetizer was a jumbo Parmesan garlic wings.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the fried mushrooms. Oh my God. I don't have to tell you, we made sure we took some home. Okay? And then we ordered the entrees, turkey burgers. It was turkey and Swiss with the sauteed onions. I have never had a turkey burger that tastes that good.
Wow.
And I promise you, my girlfriend totally agreed. We talked about downtown Louie for the entire time until we get everybody else put on it. But we are definitely going back.
And you also had a similar
Well, I went for
experience.
lunch as well, so I wanted to experience the lunch. I took two business associates of mine to lunch, and we got a little out of control with the food. I'm not going to lie, like it was kind of unbelievable. We had fried calamari to start, and I was kind of in a soup and sandwich mood, so they have this like choose two, and so I had a BLT and a bowl of tomato soup, and a girlfriend of mine had macaroni and cheese, and the other one had a turkey burger. So we were literally eating off each other's plates. We were like, there was definitely a lot of reaching on the table, but it was like crunchy toast, crunchy bacon, avocado. So it was like exactly what a BLT is supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? Like it was extraordinary. Did anybody order French fries?
The roll.
Okay, could you believe it? Like, were they done so good?
Yeah.
They were like a little crunchy and soft on the inside. I mean, I love a good French fry, and they did not disappoint.
That's right.
My girlfriend and I were both big foodies, so we decided to share. So we had the caprese salad, which was delicious, had some beautiful fresh basil on it. It was very light, balsamic glaze on top. And then we shared a burger. You build your own burger. So the burger was caramelized onions and cheddar cheese, and everything was brought on the side. There was a plate with like the lettuce, tomato, onion, and condiments, and then the burger with that huge mound of fries, big garlic cloves in
So
it.
good.
It was so good. The burger was cooked perfectly, and the meat was really even seasoned well. I thought it was like the best burger I've ever had. Wow. We had dessert, we couldn't decide, so we ordered two, which one was a lemon cake, which the server suggested, and the other was a chocolate brownie with cinnamon ice cream. I know. It had little pieces of like peanut brittle on the plate.
Oh my God.
But the lemon cake was amazing.
It was yummy. Not as yummy as the fried Oreos, but it was yummy.
Is that what you had? For...
We had. I mean, I went right for the fried Oreos.
Right.
It was laid back. It was, you know, a really, really nice place for you and your husband or you and your best friend or somebody to just, you know, go and kick back and relax. You could communicate without, you know, speaking over each other. It was really, really laid back.
I felt like it was a good neighborhood place. It was really a mix of people that were there. There were some business people, some locals that had ridden their bikes there. I would definitely go back.
And now for our final eatery, Leferia. It began with vivid childhood memories of family and food and flamenco dancing in Spain, and has flourished into a celebration of culture and taste. Leferia, which represents a week-long party in Seville, is known for its Spanish tapas and genuine old country favorites steeped in tradition. Sip a glass of sangria and see why Leferia is all about passionate food for passionate people.
Well, we decided to open Leferia 5 years ago because Leferia means the fair. So in Sevilla, my town, in April, is a festivity called La Feria de Abril, April Fair. And it's when all the women dress flamenco, and for the whole entire week we dance, we eat, and we drink. The whole 7 days, nice stuff. It's super fun. So when we decide to open the restaurant, I say have to be La Feria. The restaurant is Spanish Tapas. Tapas is like a small plate, and it's the way we eat in Spain. The recipes are from my mom and my grandma, so I was always in the kitchen with my mom and my grandma making food. So all that recipes I brought here to Detroit. 100% Spanish food. If somebody just went to Spain and eat in any bar or restaurant in Spain, they probably have tortilla española, which is the Spanish omelette. And in every single house, everybody makes Spanish omelette. I have Spanish omelette growing up my entire life. Everybody in Spain. Paella is probably one of the most popular dishes in Spain. It's typical from Valencia, but all around Spain they make paella. And it's a dish with rice and vegetables. You know, we make queso frito, and then you can add any meat or seafood, whatever you want to put in the rice. So yeah, it's a typical dish from Spain. We have paella every Tuesday, and the paella is never the same. Like every week we change. 1 week is seafood paella, the following week is chorizo paella. Right now, today, we're making pork and chicken paella. So yeah, we change paellas every single week. To me, it's very special, you know, when a Spaniard is coming to La Feria and they say, oh my God, this is just the way my mom made this. It's very special. When they're coming to La Feria, they taste the authentic Spanish food.
So Leferia is kind of an unknown gem in the area. What was the ambience like?
It was, by the way, it was cool. It had a bunch of clearly Detroiters, like young Detroit, super cool people that were just hanging out somewhere on their computers. I felt a lot cooler than I think I really am when I was in there.
Oh, you're cool, trust me. So what did you have to eat?
My server was this guy named Lucas, who directed me through exactly what I needed to order. I kind of like put myself in his hands and said, you need to tell me what to order. I had a vegetarian dish, which I not normally order, which was these beautiful cooked vegetables with a fried egg on top of it, served with like a basket of the most beautiful bread I've ever had. And then I wanted some meat because I'm a steak guy, and they served me a steak with this kind of beautiful blue cheese herb sauce that you dip it into. And they're small plates, but I couldn't even eat all of both of them. You know what I mean? It was fine for me as a full dinner. And for me, the people sometimes make the restaurant. I don't know if it's that way for you guys, but I felt like they really wanted me there.
Yeah. And it's a family business once again, and they really want to express their flavors and their culture, and
Sure.
I think they do a good job of it.
We had the assorted fish and the spinach salad, okay, and we also had the jumbo shrimp. Oh, good again. I have not seen a spinach salad with walnuts, a crushed vinaigrette raspberry salad. It wasn't like a regular runny dressing. It was more thick. Like it was like a homemade. Yeah, it was perfect. It was so good. Okay, I can tell you, I can talk forever.
I love the atmosphere in there. I felt like it was kind of urban and rustic at the same time. It had like exposed brick wall and very bright colors. We sat next to this lovely couple. They were total foodies, so we talked with them, and we ended up sharing food with them.
Oh my gosh,
that's kind of funny. So we had a very light appetizer of manchego cheese. It had like a quince paste, which was sweet, and you spread it on the bread, and the cheese was kind of nutty. And then my favorite, which I typically would not order, was the bacon wrapped dates. They were amazing. The bacon was cooked perfect, like crunchy and sweet, and the date had an almond inside. They were kind of sticky. We shared them with our next door neighbors.
Your new best friends?
Yes, and they shared with us their eggplant that had like a honey drizzle on
my
it,
gosh.
and these stuffed mushrooms that had like a parsley pesto stuffing. They were lemony.
Beautiful.
It was really lovely.
Yeah.
Did anybody eat dessert there?
We did
No,
not.
we did not.
so
we did have a sangria. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Well, they're known for their
Big old
sangria.
glass of wine.
Yes.
I looked at Lucas and I just said, bring me dessert. And he goes, what do you want? And I said, you decide. So he brought out a flan, and it was, I don't know if anybody's ever had a bad flan, and it happens, like it's not done well. It was like, it was beautiful, this beautiful layer of caramel on the plate. And the custard was so perfect. It was, could you tell I liked it?
I'm not quite
I
convinced.
really liked it. It was very, very good. Definitely ate every bite of it, for sure.
Yeah.
Great reviews.
Nothing like a good dessert.
Nothing like
Right.
it. Nothing like it. So we're gonna sum things up now, and we're gonna go back to the Caucus Club, which I know you had a favorite.
Yeah, I would say my favorite appetizer was the tuna tartare. I thought it was delicious, and I loved the cream corn. Sweet and
Right.
wonderful, and a great accompaniment to the entrees that we had.
And Lutonia, you loved Downtown Louise.
Oh yes.
What did you like specifically, the most?
The most was the fried mushrooms for the appetizers and the turkey burger. Oh, perfect.
And Leferia for
Yep.
you, and you had a whole experience.
I did.
Can you pick a
did.
favorite?
I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, I'm probably gonna go with that beautiful vegetable with the fried egg on it, only because it's so unusual.
Unique,
It's
yeah.
not something you normally order, and it was perfect. It was just perfect, and I really, really enjoyed experiencing something that I don't normally eat in such a beautiful way.
So a big thank you to this week's guests, Lutonia, Harris, and Marci. You guys have been great. Awesome. Thank you for
It's our pleasure.
for making it so fun for me too.
It was awesome. Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
having us.
Thanks for having us.
So join us next time for more real people, real food, and real reviews right here on Dine and Dish Nation. I'm Kam Carman, and thanks for being with us.